Hey guys, it's Mark from Photonify. We've got some really fun presets to share with you today. The Hipster Preset Collection is just what you're looking for if you're going for the hipster look. If you are a hipster, if you like to pose as a hipster, or you take pictures of hipsters. Either way, this preset collection is really great, and I'd like to show you how it works. The video is broken up into two different sections. First, I'm going to walk you through installing Lightroom presets, how that's done. If you already know how to install the presets, that's great. You can jump to the second part of the video where I show you these presets in action on a couple of different photos of hipsters. So let's jump right in. Okay, so after you have made a purchase on Photonify.com of one of our Lightroom presets, you'll be taken to the purchase confirmation page, which you see here on the left, and you'll also receive a purchase confirmation email, which you see here on the right. So no matter what preset or what bundle you purchase, it'll be the same process here. So here we've purchased the Autumn 2 presets on the purchase confirmation page we see, and on the right is the email with that same file, Autumn 2 presets. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to download the file from both places, from the website as well as the email. And so we'll click here, and that will download the file onto our computer. All right, there you go. It's in my download folders now. And I'm also going to come to the email and I'm going to download the file from there as well. So click on Autumn 2 Presets. It will give us a redirect to a website where the file is hosted, and it will download that same file onto our computers. All right, there you go, right in the downloads folder on my computer. I do want to point out that you don't need to download from both locations. I was demonstrating that you are able to download from either location. So you should be good to go. Okay, so now that you have the file downloaded, let's figure out how to install it inside of Lightroom. So I'm going to move it here onto my desktop so we can work with it. And I'm going to unzip the file by just double clicking it, and my computer will unzip the folder inside, and there we have the Autumn 2 presets. So one thing I would like to point out about what is inside of this folder, as well as all of the other preset collections, is that we have 3 different file types, and that allows you to work with these presets on both the mobile and desktop, as well as the legacy Lightroom. So we have the old LR template and the newer XMP, and then the mobile DNG file in there, all for your convenience. But all 3 of them are the same preset, just in different file formats. All right, now we're going to figure out how to get those presets that we just downloaded inside of Lightroom. So the first thing we'll do is come up to the menu bar, to the Lightroom Classic, and click on Preferences. The second tab in, you see Presets, and from there we'll go down and click on Show All Other Lightroom Presets. And what that's going to do is open up our Finder, our file browser, and I like to do the column view here so I can see the hierarchy. And we'll see a folder named Lightroom, and inside of that we'll see a folder named Develop Presets. And then inside of that one we'll see 2 subfolders, Lightroom Presets and User Presets. What we'll want to do with the preset that we just downloaded is drop it next to the Lightroom Presets and the User Presets right here in the Develop Presets folder. And so I'm going to go back to my desktop, and I'm going to grab this folder of presets and move it into that folder, that Develop Preset folder, right next to these 2 other folders. Okay, just drop it right in there. Yes, let's move it. And there you go. That's essentially what it takes to install it. But there's one more step, and that is to restart Lightroom. So once we restart it, Lightroom will then recognize that there's some new presets in the file structure, and it will then populate the preset panel on the left. So let's go ahead and quit out of Lightroom and start it back up and see if it can recognize the new presets that we just downloaded and put into the file structure. Okay, so let's start Lightroom back up. One thing you'll notice that'll happen is that Lightroom is going to scan through its file structure and it's going to see if there's anything new there, and we just put some new presets there. It's also going to see if the format is compatible. If it's not, then it will convert that format. There we go, we just saw it convert the format to the new XMP format for us. And so you didn't have to do anything with that folder that you received from Photonify that had the two extra files, the LR template and the DNG. Lightroom took care of that for you, and it created the preset that was compatible with Lightroom and then made the category of it so that you didn't have to do anything manually yourself. And that category shows up here on the left side right there. It says Autumn 2 Presets. So there we go. There's our presets now installed here in Lightroom, going from photonify.com to your desktop to the folder file structure under Lightroom, and now in your Develop tab inside of Lightroom. And you should be good to go. And this works for all of the presets from Photonify, the free ones as well as the premium ones. And you are set on installation. So now let's talk about using them. Okay, now you have downloaded the preset collection, the Hipster preset collection. Let's take a look at the preset collection in action. So I've got 4 photos here, and I will show you what the Hipster preset collection is capable of here on these photos of individuals who may or may not be hipsters. But let's take a look and see what we come up with. So I'm here in Lightroom. I'm in the Library tab, and to apply the presets, I'm going to go over to the Develop tab, and on the left side are my presets. Now you might have your color sliders exposed, but you can just go ahead and hide those. Our Hipster preset collection is really good, and you're not going to need to use those color sliders at all, I don't think. I didn't need to in finding the right preset for these 4 photos. So let's jump right in. I had selected some earlier that I thought were great fits for these photos that I have. And I'll show you the one I picked here in a minute, but let's go through some of the options that are available here. Already we're seeing that the colors are really great for the hipster feel. I feel like I'm looking at an Abercrombie magazine, some sort of, the red one here I wouldn't go for in this picture, but so far all of the previous ones I'd go for them. On this specific photo though, I went with 14, but not just 14, I went with 14 plus. Okay, now the difference you'll notice between 14 and 14 plus has to do with lighting here, and so I liked the lighting. You'll notice the change here between 14 and 14 plus. All right, so I went with 14 plus, a little bit brighter lighting because there's some shadows here. But let's look at the before and after. All right, this is a pretty great preset. It's done some really great things. It adds some aging here and really enhances the skin tones quite a bit. Right, enhance as in it changes it in a way that makes it look like the grunge feel that we're going for here, the hipster feel. Right, it takes, and the beard looks a lot more uniform, and yes, we can see it's red here. It looks more brown in this one. A lot of the colors are shifted toward a brown. There's a lot of grain added to the photo, and the photo just is made to look a little bit more grungy, more textured. All right, so hip 14 plus. It's a great shot right there. All right, let's take a look at this next one. This here looks like a gentleman in a store shopping for some Tylenol, perhaps. Let's make him look like a hipster with some presets. Okay, so I again looked through before, already just randomly picking some of these hipster presets are really great. I mean, both of those, they're dramatically different. Both of them look fantastic for the hipster feel. But for this one, I picked 13 plus. If you look at the before and after here, I really think we nailed it with the 13 plus. Now I am noticing this time around that this brings out a lot of the specks and white stuff on his jacket. Depending on whether or not you want to keep that, we'll determine whether or not you go with 13, which dramatically reduces it, 13 plus, or even something like 10, where it really dampens the white marks on there. But I went with 13 plus because I really like what it does with the reds. It adds grain in here. I really like the new texture of the beard and his hair. Glasses are still really stark. Eyes are very visible still. I really like this new former shopper, now hipster gentleman in a store. All right, let's go to the next one. This picture here, we got outdoor, so it's a little bit darker here. We got a tunnel, a red hat, yellow shirt, and a man with a beard. Did everyone have a beard? So far, yes, everyone has a beard. Everyone in this collection has a beard. Okay, very good. So let's apply some hipster look and feel. If this photo doesn't look hipster enough already, let's make it even more so. And let's add a hipster preset. Let's go. I had selected 4+. Awesome. Now, the reason I did is because, like I said, there's some dark areas. We don't need it to be dark to add some dramatic feel. In fact, we see a lightening of a lot of things in this photo. And we've added some grain. So adding grain, adding detail and texture here. The beard looks awesome. The hat looks like it's been color shifted, mostly faded, and this hat looks too new, so let's go with an older faded look. The tunnel's lightened up a little bit. The background's lightened up a little bit. Everything in the photo is lighter. I actually really like how much lighter the face looks here. It's a good looking photo here with the brighter lighting here. All right, I like that photo. All right, let's go to the last person and turn this one into a hipster as well. Okay, so the preset I picked for this one, you'll notice that the color in here is pretty flat. I mean, there's no dramatic colors here. There's no sharp reds or blues or any kind of sharp colors here. Everything's pretty right there in the middle tones. And so in order to leverage that and enhance that, we're going to start moving the contrast and apply some texture here. And this one, 17+ is the one I picked. We're adding some texture and some sharpening, not too much grain here. The radius on the grain is very small. I don't know if you can see it in here, but we're adding some additional sharpness and texture to the photo with this preset, Hipster 17+. All right, so let's have it next to the original. Oh yeah, big time hipster now, whereas before not so much. You'll notice that we've just messed a lot with the texture and not too much with the color. So let's take this view here. That scarf doesn't change too much. It just fades a little bit, but look at the difference in the face with this preset. And so the skin tones are actually dramatically changed, whereas the other tones, like the tones of the scarf or the sweater, they aren't shifted as much. Overall, the photo is brighter, and I like brighter here in this collection. All right, there you go. So that's the Hipster Preset collection from Photonify. All right, so hopefully that walkthrough was helpful. Hopefully you are as confident as I am that these hipster presets will really make your hipster photos come to life. If you haven't already headed over to photonify.com to download the presets, head over there. We have a freebie that's included in the bundle if you'd like to go try them out on some of your hipster photos before you jump in and buy some, or you can buy the whole pack. It's desktop and mobile compatible, so you can be a hipster anywhere. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.